The Packers are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. And play. Playoff game is officially underway. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Coming onto the field at quarterback, the man who took over the position for Brett Favre and has created his own legacy in Green Bay. Quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. First down at the 21. Lacey takes the hit and is brought down for a gain of about 1. Randall Cobb is a threat to break it every time the football gets into his hands.
One of the secret weapons for the Green Bay Packers, Randall Cobb, in the pass game, catching passes from Aaron Rodgers, but also very dangerous in the return game, too.
Rodgers over to Nelson. That's a gain of 6.
A lot of times you look at the drag route, you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field.
False start, offense.
Third down after the penalty. The Packers are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. He'll take the snap from the gun. And incomplete. The defense does his job, forcing 4th down in a hurry.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Bryant's got a chance this time. Tackle down at the 42-yard line. And a run back of about 18. And here comes number 9, Tony Romo, taking the field for the first time. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Tony Romo connects with Des Bryant.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
2nd and 1. And now here's the toss. And tackle down at the 49-yard line. Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. Romo's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. And Williams is going to pull in the bullet pass.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
Tony Romo will take it right from the center. First down at the 35. The Cowboys get a first down.
Romo selling his play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
First down following the long play. Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. Romo to Witten. Witten's met after a gain of 3. Shields is one of the classic shutdown corners in this league.
One of the good stories in the NFL, the fact that he was not drafted. And how about the Green Bay Packers? When you can get a corner who's not even drafted to turn into one of the best in the league, man, you're smart, you're fortunate, and lucky.
Peppers, the one who made
Their defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line, and they tackle the runner for a loss.
The Cowboys come out with a split backfield. 3rd and 9. Screen. The catch is made by Lance Dunbar. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Offense is still on the field here. On 4th down, needing 8 yards for the first.
Get ready.
To Williams. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Playoffs so different from the regular season. The divisional round of the playoffs, when you score first, that makes you feel great. So that is a wonderful touchdown there by the offense.
Romo certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Cowboys have come out and made a statement here early. The defense came up big on the game's first series, and then the offense went right out and got them the lead.
Yeah, defense so many times in football games, especially in the NFL, can set the tone and get the rhythm on their side. That's what they did. Let's see if they can continue that dominant play.
Setting now the defensive lineup. You must begin with this unit's leader. That's linebacker Sean Lee.
Yeah, Sean Lee must stay healthy for this Dallas Cowboys defense. If he does, of course, it's going to help him greatly. But he's fast, can cover receivers down the field, and he is a great tackler.
And he hauls it in. They tackle him at the 26-yard line. That's his first reception today.
That's a good job by the receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
The Packers snap it up at the 26. Intercepted. Taking off. No one's going to get him now. And in for the touchdown.
Well, the quarterback, he could not see the defender. The defender in the right spot makes the catch and takes it back for a touchdown.
The Cowboys for the point after. The point after is good. The Packers are back deep, ready to return. Montgomery is going to test the coverage this time. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Packers offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. 2nd and 6 coming up. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. He's tackled right at the 31.
Lacy is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The Packers need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. 3rd and 5. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete. They're set to punt it away now. Bryant's going to take this one from the 18. Good yardage picked up on that call.
Bryant, such a great athlete. You got to find ways to get the football to him. Here's another way to get it to him. On a punt return, how explosive is he? Man, that's the answer.
The Cowboys offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
The Packers set at the line. Dime package. 2nd down and 10. They're setting up screen. Dunbar on the receiving end. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
First down at the 47. The Cowboys now move the chains. 3rd catch today so far.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
First down here after the completion. Grabs it with one hand.
Well, if I was the quarterback, I would throw it to this guy every single time. When you make a catch like that, as a quarterback, you must have great confidence in him.
1st and 10. Clinton Dix in on the tackle.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
2nd and 6 coming up. Romo's got it in the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. Tony Romo's pass was intended for Jason Witten. Breaking huddle at the 10. The Packers defense now is going to go nickel. Romo's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The catch is made by Lance Dunbar.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, you're on the defensive side. You don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. Toss. We're midway through the 2nd quarter, and they're putting themselves in good shape for halftime.
Yeah, they are. That was a nice drive for a touchdown, but I'm looking at the defensive side. It's time for the captains on the defense to give everybody else a talk and shape things up and get back in this game.
The Cowboys getting ready to kick it away. Montgomery is going to run this one out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Packers got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Well, you play this cover 4. In other words, you got 4 defenders playing deep, equally spread across the field. Well, who's going to cover the in cuts and underneath? Nobody. That's why the quarterback got an easy completion that time on the in route.
Now 1st and 10. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. They come to the line, and it's 1st down. They're in the hurry-up mode. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Second down after the incompletion. Rodgers will have it in the pistol. Quarles makes the catch. And And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, if the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch it.
Rodgers from the shotgun. Jordy Nelson with the grab. That's his third catch of the day.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
From the gun, Rodgers. The Packers signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. Third down now. Set up screen to Lacy. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
The kick in. It's through there. The kick is good.
Well, Jim, if this guy was a golfer, he would lead the golf tour in driving accuracy. He is a machine when it comes to kicking field goals.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. Bryant's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios and halftime. We're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. That return's good for about 24. The Cowboys will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. It keeps the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see them march down here and score again. That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
First down and 10. And now on the draw.
Nothing like the draw play. Get those defensive ends rushing up the field to hit the quarterback. Boom. You hand the football off. Big running lanes. That's why it works so well.
Let's go.
The Cowboys will take the snap from the 45. Going to be a penalty here.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. Third down after the penalty. The Cowboys at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Well, you throw the pass on third and short, hoping to catch the defense off guard, and it did not work. The defense is ready. Good job by the defensive players.
And it's a fake. They're running a fake.
Anytime you decide to run the football in a punting situation, you're trying to fake the defense out. Man, you got to fool them completely. Why? Because your best runner on the football team is not the guy that's going to be running it in a situation like this. It looked good for a second, but not able to get the first down.
Set up now at the 46. Second and 9. And it's complete to Jordy Nelson. Nelson's tackled down at the 43. Jordy Nelson finding a way to get the Packer faithful excited.
Yeah, listen, let's just call it like it is. Jordy Nelson, he's been undervalued in the NFL for many years, but he can do everything, size, speed, tough, and makes more tough catches, incredible catches, than just about anybody in the NFL.
Rodgers sends it to Lacy.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a fourth down.
Coons got it, and a first. Rodgers completed his last 6 passes.
How about that play? The punter can do more than just kick it. He can throw it, too. He is a very good athlete, and that was a nice throw.
First down at the 32. They'll go draw. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
It's always good for the quarterback to really do a good job faking the pass right before the draw play. Get the defensive lineman up the field, get the linebackers dropping back for pass, and there's an open gap that the running back took advantage of.
Feeds him again. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down.
Eddie Lacy is one big running back. How about he can fill that uniform out, and he does a good job that time getting the first down.
Lacy lines up in the backfield. 1st and 10. Again, staying with the safe plays.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Loss of 3 on the play. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. And Starks is lined up as the single back. Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense was trying to guess the snap count, and it cost them there. They step up to the 9-yard line. They want to keep feeding him the football. And it's Rolando McClain who makes the stop.
Lacy is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
It's 3rd down coming up. The Packers are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway. They'll take the snap, the first here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers sends it to Lacy. The Packers trail right now, and just a quick look at their passing numbers, and they're not anywhere close to what we're accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, Jim, those numbers are bad. And this team, they have been so good on the offensive side. Even when they lose, they have very good numbers.
First and goal from the 1. Handoff, and he's in for the touchdown.
You got to give the offensive line a lot of credit. It's 1st and goal. They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
And the point after is good. The Cowboys await the kick. They still have a rather sizable lead after surrendering a score there. Scores 21-10. Bryant's got it. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Cowboys take the field here. Their last possession ended with a very crazy decision going for it on 4th down. from their own territory. An unusual decision, to say the least.
I don't know if it's unusual. We see this all the time from this guy. So it's when you're going to learn. You know, I guess when you pile up enough losses, you'll finally say, hey, I want to win a game. I'm going to manage it differently. And in those situations, you should punt.
Okay, if you were playing the game right now, what would you have done with that last possession?
I absolutely would have punted it without question.
Scans the field. Witten's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. That's reception number 4 for him.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Flip to the outside. And it's Matthew. And we're going to have a stoppage here because the booth wants to have a look at this potential touchdown. So this is just a matter of, did any portion of the ball break the plane as this play is being reviewed and challenged? Will it be a touchdown or not?
Yep, just remember, all it takes, you said the word any portion, just the tip of that football, whatever it is, that's all you need. We'll find out if that happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. You know, I think if it was up to me in this situation in the game, I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurts him.
Toss to the outside. They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown. Touchdown may have given them all the points they need to put this game away, partner.
Well, they've controlled it almost from start to finish, Jim, so that drive was impressive. Now let's see if their defense can just finish it off. If I had to guess, I like their chances.
Romo's going to watch his defense come out here in a moment. He was good for over 70 passing yards on that last touchdown drive.
Montgomery is taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. Back on the field with their offense now.
Space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Rodgers, completion percentage 70% on the day. 2nd and 10. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Rodgers alone in the backfield. First down at the 37. The reception by Adams.
The Packers coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off balance, even me. I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on first down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them.
Ball is out. They recover their own fumble.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football, because a lot of times it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They had the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
Wallace makes the catch.
Good job by the defense that time. They play smart. 3rd and long, cover the deep receivers, make the quarterback throw it short on 3rd and long.
The Packers will take the snap from the 35. The Packers turn the ball over on downs.
The Packers go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Dix had a really tough go of it today, but I suppose you could say that same thing about all his team. You knew this was going to happen, and the coach disagrees with the call on the field. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
So the challenge pays off. The referee overturns the play.
Yeah, good challenge by the coach that time, Jim. The evidence was clear. And always, I think when you're a head coach in the NFL, you better have a trusted friend up there to tell you, watch the TV, and let you know when the challenge. Good job by the head coach.
The reception by Nelson. That's 5 receptions on the day. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see them drop a pass.
We're back. Only 2 minutes remain in this one. The Packers have it at the 29. That's dropped by Jones, who couldn't bring it in.
Jones is not able to come up with the catch. And a lot of times when you see a receiver drop a pass, they take their eyes off it. That's one thing. Or they're just trying to get it in their hands too quick. Why? Because they're trying to make some yards after the catch. That was the problem that time.
2nd down and 10. Crawford gets to the quarterback. So they get to the quarterback on that last play. 3rd down coming up. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Aaron Rodgers going to take it from the shotgun. Nelson's got it on a pass that had some heat. The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone. Getting set as fast as they can. 1st and goal. Surveys. Only 10 yards to go to the end zone. Second and goal from the 10. Rodgers brought down after picking up only a yard. It's 3rd down with 1 minute on the clock. Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Made. Phil, can you believe the defense steps up and makes the interception to clinch it for him today?
Oh, they love this. Nothing like winning a game with a defensive play to ice everything. And I give the defense all the credit. Just a great play on their part.
Clay Matthews makes the tackle.
Well, that's just the right call to make. In this situation, just run the football. Don't try to be some genius and catch the defense off guard. Manage the clock and just get this game over with.
We're back, and the offense is ready to roll after the timeout. The Cowboys come out. Jumbo package on the field. Airing it out. Connect.
3rd and long coming up. You're losing by a couple scores. You're on the defensive side. You must know the offense is not going to take a chance. So be aggressive and maybe get lucky and get a turnover.
3rd and 10. Tony Romo unable to complete the pass to Dez Bryant.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
Cobb, he'll run back this punt. Gains 18. That was a huge punt return to put this team in position now to make up this late deficit.
That punt return got everybody fired up. And now the offense looks at it and goes, our job is much easier because of the field position.
Rodgers back in shotgun formation. Could have been intercepted. Rodgers from the shotgun. Throws the pass. Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
But it falls incomplete.
One team has secured its spot in the conference championship, while the other disheartened to know they were this close to the NFL's Final Four. When you win in this round, you win in the divisional round. You know now you're just one more victory away from the Super Bowl stage. What a victory here today.
Yeah, it is. That dream that you have of going to the Super Bowl, we got a lot closer after today's game, and to beat such a quality opponent gives you confidence. You feel good about everything you're doing. You can't wait for that conference championship game.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.